The last two categories or two classes of gender, which is the higher organism. What does it mean by higher organism? The names of countries. Names of countries called higher organisms. So names of countries have three different realization or three different gender depending on their use. Either she or they or it. This is according to the usage. So it is considered as it, يعني inanimate, where as geographical units. If I refer to a country as geographically, I treat it as inanimate. Let us see. Looking at the map, we see France here. It is one of the largest countries of Europe. See, it refers to France. Why it? Because the context talking about France from as geographical units. But in the political or economic units, the names of countries are often feminine, يعني she. Like France has been able to increase her export by 10% over the last 6 months. Here, her, because France here is treated as from economic as an economic unit or a political unit. So here it is what as feminine. Again, as again, you see here, England is proud of her powers. Here, consider proud, or the context is what politically. But it can be treated as they, where if I'm talking about sports or sport teams. Especially in the British English, sport teams representing countries can be referred to as personal collective, يعني they. France have improved their chance of winning the cup. You see, there, because I'm talking about France as a sport team. So as what? Personal, individual, collective now. The gender class is set up to embrace the characteristic, but in it we may place ships. In addition to countries, I can place ships and other entities toward which an affectionate attitude is expressed by a personal substitute. What a lovely ship was she called? Ship مفروض it, inanimate, but the proud owner of a sport car may refer to it as she, or perhaps as he if the owner is female. يعني مثلا for me as a female, okay, if I for example if I have a car or a sport car, I am proud of my car, so I will consider this car as he. I will consider and I will treat my car, my sport car, my favorite sport car as he. Why? Because my gender is female. Like for example, if the owner of that sport car is male, راح يعتبرها ويعاملها as she. فحيكون what difference in treating concerning the gender of the owner himself or herself. Lower animal يعني هذه اللافقاريات، okay، مثل السنيكس والبيز الانتس and inanimate. طبعا they are putting together because they do not differ from inanimate nouns in terms of our present linguistic criteria. Okay, lower animals are living كائنات حية, but linguistically speaking I consider snake and books have which and it as a pronoun. أقدر أعامل البوكس snake as it or which, ونفس الحالة ويا البوكس. هذه يعني animate, هذه inanimate, but linguistically speaking they are what they are referring, or they are referred to as which and it as pronoun substitutes. Sex differences can, however, be indicated by a large gender markers for any inanimate noun when they are felt to be relevant. So, she goat, he goat, male frog, hen, pheasant, and depending on these gender classes or gender markers. We are going to stop at the spines. يعني your preparation for next Thursday will be what will be irregular plurals and the gender.